you've got not only some of the imagery from the park, but some of the iconic, the popcorn box. You got the French fries.
This piece of artwork is titled Remember Your Idora Park. The work features a collage of iconic imagery from the old Youngstown attraction.
Carousel and the Wildcat, and they had their own cast of mascots called the Idorables, which we've got an image there.
Taking a closer look, you'll find a couple of Easter eggs hidden in the drawing.
E.T. is there, and Darth Vader, and Charlie Brown and Lucy, and R2-D2 and C-3PO. One of the iconic logos of Idora Park was the little girl with the balloon. And actually in this one, you see just the little top of her head, and my signature block is in the balloon.
The collage was created by Bob Barko Jr., owner and artist of Steeltown Studios.
Steeltown Studios has been around since 2000. I do what I call fine graphic art, because typically you'll either have a fine graphic artist that works in colored pencils or inks or oils or watercolors or whatever, or you'll have graphic art where you've got the computer generated text and all those things, and maybe the illustration is computer generated. Well, my illustrations are always hand drawn, but I have them either photographed or scanned, and then I bring them into the computer, and then I do the layouts.
Barko does all kinds of artwork related to Youngstown, from Isley's Dairy to Mill Creek Park to this Youngstown skyline, which he created in 2009 from pictures he took at the top of the Market Street Bridge.
That had the Cavelli in it, but I said it's even changed since then. The Watt Center is not in here now. If you look in there, you can see the Ohio one and the flags and the Huntington that are all computer generated, that give that just a little more crisper of a look.
One of Barko's most recent works is this portrait of the Philadelphia Toboggan Company carousel. Once a staple of Idora Park, it's now located in Brooklyn, New York.
One of the things that I loved about doing this piece was not only an appreciation for the work that Jane Walentis did, 22 years of restoring this carousel, but once I started looking at this and zooming into the photos and started doing this, the drawing work, just the amazing craftsmanship.
When I brought it on the computer, I actually photoshopped out a couple of the different light bulbs from the photos that I took and hand placed them into the artwork. So it looks like it lights up.
One of the most popular works Barko has done is a visual history of the city called Here in Youngstown.
It starts out with John Young and Daniel Sheehy and James Hillman coming ashore. The Youngstown, the streetcar company, Division Street, and of course Volney Rogers, and the Good Humor Bar. Going all the way through, you've got at the time the Steelhounds and the Thunder, Ray Mancini, Kelly Pavlik, Edward DeBartolo Sr. We did put our little Yo sticker in there, and somewhere in there, I'm in there. My little studio is in there, tiny.
This year, a new panel will be added to the mural, which will debut at the YSU Summer Festival of the Arts. It will feature some more recent history, as well as some things that were left out of the original design.
This is just the very beginning. This new one, without getting given too much away, it'll have some Youngstown icons in there. It'll continue from the Chevy Center to Cavelli Center, Ed O'Neill, Kool and the Gang, Ronald Parise, who's an astronaut.
And he's currently working on a new piece for Lanterman's Mill.
It may change some from this. We're looking at possibly a Four Seasons kind of thing.
While most of Barko's art are 2D images, you can also find some of his work in and around Youngstown State University.
A couple of years ago, we did the fire hydrants at YSU, and just this past year, I did 10 more of them when they tore up Wick Avenue. Actually, just recently got contacted by Eastern Gateway to do gators on their fire hydrants.
Barko's work can be found at the gift shop in Lanterman's Mill and at steeltownstudios.com.
I love Youngstown. I've been born and bred. Really, I think it came from my love for history, and then growing up, both my grandparents and my dad were just such great storytellers. Our city is a beautiful city, and just over the years of doing this, whatever it is, whatever that magic is, grabs people's hearts, and you're always a Youngstowner. That special part of Youngstown always seems to stay in people's hearts.